Hi there, very good morning. Welcome to the show. This is Gilbert here. And on a lovely, lovely Tuesday, today, the 5th of May, a very good morning to you. And just before we get on to our interview, I'd just like to let you know that we happen to be on our socials. That's TRAXXfm official for TikTok. And not forgetting for YouTube. And if you happen to be on Facebook, it is TRAXXfm. So if you have any questions, if you'd like to say hello, or probably good morning to our guests in the studios, well, you could do so. But I would like to extend a very good morning to students of IIUM, that's International Islamic University Malaysia. If you're listening, well, thank you so much for being part of the show. And today's topic, very interesting. We'll be talking to our guests on what matters. And the topic for today, growing through crisis, from energy shock to community aquaponics. And talking to our guests in the studio today, we have Dr. Shamshina Mohamad Hanifa. And she will be explaining actually what is this particular topic that we're talking about, which is aquaponics, and how you could start it. It's something very simple. It is something that probably will become handy, especially during times, challenging times like this, with the Middle East crisis that we have and fluctuation of fuel prices. And yes, so all this will be done today. So now, with rising fuel prices and increasing transportation costs, many Malaysians are feeling the pressure, especially when it comes to food prices, right? Now, vegetables in particular are becoming more expensive, raising an important question, all right? Now, how can communities adapt and stay resilient? That's the big question, all right? Now, today, we explore a powerful grassroots solution combining sustainability, innovation, and social entrepreneurship. All right. Now, the project that not only produces fresh organic food, but also empowers the B40 housewives to generate income and build self-resilience. All right. So today we'll be addressing Dr. Shamshina as Dr. Sham. And yes, a very good morning to you, Doctor. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being here with us on TRAXXfm.
Thank you very much, Gilbert, TRAXXfm, and Mr. Producer for inviting me to the studio today.
Oh, you're welcome. That's our producer, Herman. Herman, a very good morning to you too, buddy. And, and Doctor, tell us a little bit about yourself. We would like to know a little bit more about you before we jump into our topic today.
Okay, I am an academician in Civil Law Department, Ahmad Ibrahim Kulliyyah of Laws, International Islamic University Malaysia, Gombak.
Okay.
And I've been dedicating myself as a lecturer, law lecturer, currently teaching criminal law for almost 20 years.
Okay. Wow. Okay. And Doctor, what's really interesting is you said that you were doing criminal law. You majored in criminal law. I did read a little bit about yourself, and there was you've done so many various law fields, all right? But getting into agriculture, this is something totally different. So how did that come about?
Yeah, I think many ask the same questions whenever I bump into them. Well, basically, it's like this. I am also an administrative staff.
Okay.
Where I am a principal of a residential college.
Okay.
So we have 17 residential college in IIUM.
Okay.
And one of it is Mahalla Sumaya.
Oh, right.
Okay. So in IIUM, we call residential college as Mahalla.
All right.
Okay.
Yes, correct.
So I'm the principal in Mahalla Sumaya, and I've been there since April 2018 till now.
Wow, before the crisis.
Exactly.
Okay.
So basically, why or how I actually involved with aquaponic and agriculture stuff is because being a residential college that is versatile, we explore into all aspects of capacity building, We don't focus only on programs that is related to law.
Okay, I understand. All right.
Though 90% of our residents in Mahalla Sumaya are from law faculty. So basically, we go into sports. We do a lot of community engagement program, like going into aborigines area, like post house.
Right.
What we had recently, we went to Aceh. And then we are also actively involved with, molding and shaping, giving motivation to juvenile delinquent
Wow.
in, Asrama Bahagia.
Right.
We also went to Kajang prison. So we do a lot of things.
Community services, being in the public. And
Exactly. Blood donation and whatnot.
okay.
So to name, there are numerous programs that we have done so far.
Okay. And this is one of, I should say, one of those babies that has been churned by you. All right. Okay. And the students and the team. Okay. Now jumping into our topic for today, as explained by Dr. Sham. Dr. Sham, can you briefly introduce the Semuanya Greenpreneur project and how it all began?
Okay. All right. Well, Gilbert, it started way back in June 2023.
Okay.
Where we got sponsorship from Menteri Besar Selangor's office to set up AQUAPONICS.
Okay.
We did not use new brand components as we cannot afford back then.
All right. All right.
So with the limited money we had, we kickstart using secondhand stuff. Okay. Then I thought, why not we expand the project? And apparently, IIUM Entrepreneurship Development Center, EDC we call, opened the gate by inviting my team, to pitch for a grant introduced by KPT, Kementerian Pengajian Tinggi. All right. And it is known as University Community Social Enterprise, or in short, we call OCSE.
Okay.
Right. And Alhamdulillah, we got selected together with other 53 teams. And the total amount of grant is 1.97 million.
Okay.
Involving 32 higher learning institutions. So what do we do with this grant? We introduce 2 projects to B40 housewives
Okay.
community in Selayang Mutiara.
Okay.
Okay. And then the first project is aquaponic, and the second project is, I'm sure you're familiar with this, product based on moringa leaf.
Moringa seems to be the trend these days.
Yeah. So I guess that would suffice for an early introduction.
Okay. So you all were the ones who started it, pioneers, I should say. Doctor, what inspired you and your team to focus specifically on empowering B40 housewives through this project?
Okay. There are 3 things, Gilbert.
Right.
Food security, food safety, and also community empowerment. So when we talk about food security, it simply means that all people at all times have access to sufficient, safe, and nutritious food.
Okay.
All right. And it ensures that individuals can meet their dietary needs and food preferences for an active and healthy lifestyle. Okay. Whereas when we talk about food safety, it ensures food is safe for consumption and free from chemicals and hazards. And it is shared responsibility in ensuring public health, I guess.
Okay.
And when we go to the third one, community empowerment, this project is basically catering B40 housewives who are chosen because they are low-income households in Malaysia.
Right.
So it isn't just about income. It is about building confidence, skills agency, and sustainable support system. So we have come up with most effective approaches combining economic opportunities with social empowerment and practical supports. So if you ask me, how does aquaponic work? Or maybe that is the next question, probably.
Right. Yeah, when we come back.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
A bit too advanced.
All right. Now, listeners who may not be familiar, yes, like what you said, Doctor, on how does aquaponic work? Why is it such an effective solution for urban or low-income community, especially B40s, like how you target it?
Okay. Basically, a gardening technique called aquaponic, takes advantage of mutualistic link between fish and plant.
Okay.
So both flourish with the plant serving as a natural water filter for the fish,
Okay.
and the fish as a source of organic food for the plant.
Right.
So it combines fish and plant in one compact system.
Okay.
And how is it effective? Firstly, I think it maximizes limited urban space Okay, in dense area like flats,
Right.
PPR, small homes, for instance, yeah, farming is almost impossible.
Yeah, true.
Okay, so aquaponic is a hack. It can be set up on balconies, rooftops, or small community spaces, where we can also resort to vertical design that increases yield per square meter. So in other words, we produce food without needing land.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
And secondly, it has dual output. Okay, dual output, unlike soil farming. Okay, aquaponic produces veggie like lettuce, sawi, kangkong,
Okay.
and fish protein like tilapia and catfish, ikan keli.
Okay.
Okay, so in the context of B40, it reduces grocery expenses and improved nutrition because they get veggie and protein at the same time.
Right. Okay. Okay.
Then thirdly, it has a lower long-term costs if it is managed properly. Okay, frankly speaking, Gilbert, yeah, the initial setup can be a barrier. But after that, water is recycled continuously. So 90% less water than soil farming.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Secondly, minimal need for fertilizer. Like in our practice, yeah, almost zero. We don't use fertilizer at all.
Right. Right.
Yeah, because why? Fish
The fish.
waste can become the nutrients.
Yes.
And alternatively now, we also grow azolla. Okay?
Wow.
To reduce the expenses to buy fish pellet.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, then the fourth one, yeah, income generation opportunity. Of course, selling fresh, chemical-free veggie.
Who wouldn't want it, right?
Yeah. And then we can also supply to local communities, pasar malam, or online platforms. So we see this as a very powerful tool for housewives.
Okay.
And another one is it is a community-based model. Okay, individual systems are helpful, but community aquaponic is where setup, cost, and maintenance are shared and involve collective selling. For example, yeah, in our community Selayang Mutiara, an aquaponic farm is set up with 20 housewives involved.
Wow.
Okay. Then we also have other pros of having aquaponic. Climate and sustainability advantage. Because it is less dependence on unpredictable weather.
Right.
Especially now in KL. You know, you have hot, scorching sun in the afternoon and then raining,
Yes.
late evening. So, and apart from unpredictable weather, there is no soil degradation issues. It also reduces chemical use and producing safer food. And this aligns with our SDG, food security goals in cities.
Okay.
And I think the other one, the last one, I think empowerment angle lah. Aquaponic is not just agriculture. It becomes a tool of empowerment. It builds technical skills, increases self-reliance, create leadership roles in community projects.
Okay.
And it is also flexible and also home-based involvement for the housewives.
Right.
So they can scale at their own pace.
Okay. All right. So there you go. Something that is probably for you who are listening and tuning into us right now on TRAXXfm, something that you should be at least trying out or getting yourself involved with, especially if you happen to be in the category of the B40, all right? So this is something that can be started or churned at home, growing through crisis, from energy shock to community aquaponics. We're talking to our guest in the studio, Dr. Shamshina Mohamad Hanifa, who is the senior lecturer, Ahmad Ibrahim, Kulliyyah of Laws. That's from the International Islamic University, Malaysia. Now, we'll be back. We'll be taking a short break. Back for more questions as we will be diving into questions and be asking our guests in the studio, that's Dr. Sham, with regards to addressing today's economic challenges. So keep it locked in right here, TRAXXfm. Welcome back to the show. Hi there, this is Gilbert here. Very good morning. And there was lots of questions here. DJ Baru, okay? I like that one. Was cute. Well, anyway, welcome to the show. Welcome to TRAXXfm. Hi there. Very good morning. We were talking to our guests in the studio on today's topic on what matters. As you know, every day we have interviews on the second hour of the show. And what matters today, our topic, growing through crisis, from energy shock to community aquaponics. And we are talking to our guest in the studio, Dr. SHAMSHINA MOHAMAD HANIFA, who is the Senior Lecturer, Ahmad Ibrahim, Kulliyyah of Laws, IIUM, that's International Islamic University, Malaysia. And yes, getting into more of our topics now, good doctor here has explained to us a little bit about herself and how does aquaponic work, who is it targeted to. It's basically for those of you probably here in the urban living, and it's also targeted for those of you who are in the category of B40. Now, getting into our next question, but just before that, I'd like to say hello to the residents from Malaya Sumaya residents, all right, in IIUM. Like to say hello and a very good morning to them. We did have some of them who are already on our socials, TikTok, and also on our Facebook page, all right, not forgetting for YouTube. Yeah, that's where we can find us. So get on board, get on to our socials, and be part of today's interview. Okay, Dr. Sham, getting back to our questions right here. Now, this particular question now, with the recent spike in diesel prices and rising vegetable costs, how timely is this project in addressing today's economic challenges?
All right. Thank you, Gilbert, for the question.
Welcome.
Yeah, what's happening now in Malaysian context is that the recent development shows clearly a cost pressure chain where diesel and fuel cost is rising,
Okay.
higher transport costs plus farm operation costs. So fertilizer prices is also surging up to between 100 to 150%, and it causes major input shock. Yeah, vegetable prices, on the other hand, is expected to spike between 30 to 50% in short term.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In 2 months' time, I think you'll be seeing the effects. Yes.
And of course, it also lead towards food inflation risks, tied to energy prices and global disruptions, according to Bank Negara Malaysia. Okay. So, why aquaponic become highly relevant now? Okay, probably what we can look into is it breaks the dependence on diesel heavy supply chain. Okay, where when diesel rises, of course, traditional agriculture becomes more expensive.
Okay.
Aquaponics doesn't scale costs the same way.
Right. There you go.
Secondly, it also reduces fertilizer dependency. Okay, with vegetables potentially rising between 30 to 50%, aquaponic offers predictable production costs.
Okay, so you can set your margin there and just leave it there, right?
Exactly. And right now, Malaysia produces only about 45% of its vegetable needs locally. So basically, aquaponic will be a rescue to that lah.
Okay.
Where we can actually work on that individually or in a community-based project.
I understand.
So if you ask me whether it is actually it's a good timing or not, I wouldn't say it is not only timely, but it is also a window of opportunity.
Okay.
So aquaponic is not just an agriculture project, it is also an economic resilience. But I also would like to stress that aquaponic is not a silver bullet. It cannot replace large scale farming fully.
Okay.
It is complementary solution for resilience, not a replacement of conventional agriculture. So in a nutshell, what I can say is that with rising diesel and fertilizer costs driving vegetable prices up by as much as 30 to 50%, aquaponic is no longer just an innovation. It is a timely, practical solution for urban food security, especially for B40 communities, because it reduces dependence on external input it shortened the supply chain, and it enabled localized production.
Okay. All right. Doctor, how has this project helped participants generate income, and what kind of financial impact have you seen so far among the housewives involved?
All right. Since our targeted community is B40 housewives
Right.
in community Selayang Mutiara, what I can observe, from their participation, they get direct income. Or in other words, it is a direct income generation where they have cash in hand. Okay. Aquaponic project help housewives earn through selling fresh produces.
Understand.
Like sawi, lettuce, or kangkong. They even sell the fish, right? Okay. Secondly is they also earn indirect income. Okay. How does it work? Okay. This is where the real financial impact become more meaningful. For example, vegetable are a daily expense.
Yes,
Okay?
correct.
It is a household saves. Okay, if every day you can save between 5 to 10 ringgit for vegetable. So that is basically around 150 to 300 ringgit a month save.
That's a lot.
Okay.
Okay.
So this is equivalent to earning extra income. Okay. But more stable lah here.
Okay.
Okay. And then apart from that, protection against price shock, where vegetable prices is rising, as I told you just now, right?
Yeah.
So a non-participant will increase their expenses
Okay.
because they need to buy at a higher cost.
Yes.
But our participant, their costs remain controlled. So this create financial stability, not just income.
Okay.
Okay. And also it reduce dependency because less reliance on wet market or supermarket.
Yes. Okay.
Especially important for B40 household with tight cash flow. So what I can confidently say is that this project doesn't just create income. It reduces daily expenses. It protects household from rising food prices and gradually transform housewives into micro-entrepreneur.
Okay.
The real financial impact is a combination of earning, saving, and long-term resilience.
Okay. So is this the beyond income? What personally as an individual can get in social transformation? This is what you have experienced, right?
Exactly.
Right. Doctor, just before we have another short station break, ID, all right? This question here, as what you brought up just now, the trending nutrition from this particular product, which is moringa. Okay, now the project also involves moringa-based products. Can you share how these products add value and create additional income in the streams?
Sure.
Moringa especially. That's trending now.
Yeah. Okay. Moringa can raise income, but only if it is processed and positioned well.
Oh.
Okay. So selling raw leaves alone won't move the needle much. The real value comes when we turn moringa into higher margin, shelf-stable product that fit current health trends. So how do we go about it?
Okay.
Well, basically, moringa is a strong value add crop.
Yes, it is.
And it is fast growing. Okay. Low maintenance cost. High nutritious. It is known as superfood.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it can probably has potential of cutting down the sugar level, tackle the cardiovascular issues, BP and whatnot. Okay. And multiple usable parts like leaves, powder, tea, and also oil. So compared to leafy vegetables, moringa has longer shelf life and better branding potential.
Okay.
All right. So how we actually create value through these moringa leaves initially is that we turn the leaf into product. First, we have moringa powder.
Okay.
So we sell this moringa powder, and we told the community or the buyer that they can actually mix it with plain water, okay, and observe for 1 week. Maybe and we have received testimony that the sugar level drop, the BP is controlled.
Okay.
Or they can actually mix it in yogurt, okay, or they can diversify the powder, the use of the powder.
Okay.
And the second step that we have taken a bit higher is that we use the powder and we produce moringa biscuits.
Oh, that's the first.
So our
Okay.
our Mahala Representative Committee, some of them, they are very good at baking. So they basically trial and error using this
Right.
powder,
Okay.
and then we go through R&D, and then later on we teach the community how to produce the moringa biscuits.
Okay.
And during the recent Hari Raya, we actually managed to get them to bake and sell the biscuit moringa. So it becomes one of the biscuit raya lah, I would say. You know.
Okay.
So this is
Right,
how
this is-
it
yeah,
increases the income.
Okay.
So basically, what I'm trying to say is that moringa transform a low-cost plant into a high-value product. So by processing it into powder or any other wellness items, these housewives can move beyond selling raw produces and start earning higher. They have more stable income through branding and value addition.
Okay. All right. Okay, Doctor, we'll be taking a short ID break right here. We'll be back. For those of you just happen to be with us right here on TRAXXfm, this is What Matters. And talking to our guests in the studio, we have Dr. SHAMSHINA MOHAMAD HANIFA, who is the Senior Lecturer, Ahmad Ibrahim, Kulliyyah of Laws, IIUM, that's International Islamic University, Malaysia, growing through crisis from energy shock to community aquaponics. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the show. Hi there, this is Gilbert here. We are still with our guests on What Matters. Interesting topic, growing through crisis, from energy shock to community aquaponics. And yes, just before we wrap it up, we've got news coming up for the midday news from the Radio News Centre here at RTM Angkasa in 10 minutes. And Doc, just before we wrap it up, Doctor, we would like to, very interesting topic today. We were talking about how does aquaponics work and so on and so forth. And I think this particular project has been started by IIUM back in 2023, right, Doctor?
Yeah.
Okay, amazing in what progress that the team has brought for the B40s. Doctor, if people would like to find out, or our guests would like to find out more details about this particular project or probably getting involved, how could they communicate with you or get in touch with you?
Okay, thank you, Gilbert. Basically, they can access more information through our official social media.
Okay.
We are active in TikTok,
Okay.
Mahala Sumaya TikTok, and then they can also take a look at our IG, where we have specific IG, Sumaya Greenpreneur.
Right.
So there we record all our history back then from 2019 actually
Wow.
until now.
Okay, so on socials, you can look for Amayala Sumaya.
TikTok,
TikTok,
Facebook,
and yeah, all social media. So if you'd like to get in touch with the team, you could do so. All right. And Doctor, any words of wisdom for our listeners? Something from you.
I would like to say thank you to the producer and also to you, Gilbert,
You're welcome.
for having me today in the show. And then, well, basically what I'm trying to, what the aim of Sumaya Greenpreneur is actually to develop it into a scalable community-based social enterprise model that empowers B40 women through sustainable food production, value-added products, and entrepreneurship.
All right.
So this is also in line with, the mission and vision of KPT. So we are actually in a way menyahut seruan Kementerian Pengajian Tinggi.
The voice of.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, because now they are so much into keusahawanan or entrepreneurship stuff.
Yes, correct. And this is probably something they could think about to start off with.
Exactly.
Right. Thank you, Doctor. Thank you so much for the wisdom and with the knowledge. And of course, for this project, wishing the family, I should say, or the residents of Malaya Sumaya residents. Guys, good luck and thank you so much for joining us on TRAXXfm.
Thank you so much, Gilbert.
Don't forget the cookies. You can always send it to RTM.
Yeah, we
The
brought
moringa
one for you. And for the producer.
I am naughty. All right. Thank you so much. We got news coming up for midday in 8 minutes. And thank you to my producer, Herman. Thank you so much, buddy. Back to the music. But just before that, don't go anywhere, people, because we have this interesting topics happening here on our show. That's the Midday Buzz. And today, what matters? Growing through crisis from energy shock to community aquaponics. Thank you once again to our very good doctor, Dr. Shamshina Mohamad Hanifa from IIUM, International Islamic University, Malaya. And guys, from IIUM, thank you for joining us.